Hello and welcome into this unusual workshop about energy, about body, about soul, spirit, cosmos, consciousness, everything. My name is Teresa, and I am your host of this workshop, which is going to be for a couple of weeks. I will release a video once or twice a week, so you will have enough time to go through it, enjoy it, digest it, start applying, because we will not go only through a theory, but also through some practical knowledge as well. And I believe you will find this interesting, amazing as I do. And I'm sure you will, especially if you are a person who is really interested in energy. And not only if you are the person who wants to know how this really works. Because when I started learning about energy, which was always fascinating for me, I started to feeling like I want to know more, like how it is in the body. If we are energy, how it is in the body, how it is manifesting in the body, how everything, how the thoughts are actually affecting my body as well as mind, and how it is interconnected. So, and plus how you can use this for your everyday life and for your business growth, for your spiritual growth. Everything this is here, it's in front of you. So if that is your interest, you will love that. So let's start. This what I'm going to share with you comes from the Vedas, which are ancient texts, especially called Ayurveda, which is the science about life. And it is very fascinating because um, Ayurveda sees life as a combination of the body and mind with spirit, which is part of a cosmic consciousness. This is brilliant because you will learn how nature works, how human life works, what is the call of the human life, why we are here in the sense of our Dharma, which we will cover, and but not only like why we are here, like why we are born, right? Because if you already a little bit know about that we are energy and we are more than the physical body, so then there may be a question like, okay, if I am this God, if I am this consciousness, if I am this cosmos, why I'm in the physical body, right? So what is the goal? What is the goal of life, of human life, basically? And that is, which is also very beautiful, it's to recognize and remember the creator within yourself, to not embody, to feel, to allow, and to really get remember the divinity inside of you, like who you are. So that's that we in a spiritual world we call it enlightenment, which is a higher state of consciousness. There are four levels, or maybe even more. I know about four levels of higher states of consciousness, but for our purpose, we can stay with higher states of consciousness, where you start recognizing like that is the and feeling and seeing that is this cosmic energy inside of you, and then it continues, it grows. But for now, we will stick a little bit on the ground and also a little bit upwards, so we will create the balance as it should be, because being a lot of only in the ground or only upwards, flying in the heaven, that's not called balance. And Ayurveda is all about a life, a harmonious, a happy, successful life is all about being in balance. And for that, we need also our body be in balance, because body and mind are connected. Now, I want to share with you one concept which is brilliant. I love it, and it's so beautiful. It will show you how powerful you are. And for that, I will draw some picture for you. So this this here it is here. This is Purusha. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about some interesting words in Sanskrit, but I will always translate it for you, so you will understand it and you will bear with me. But if you please, you can take a notes and write down, because sometimes we will use them because they are actually even shorter. When I will start explaining the meaning of the word, you will notice that actually using that Sanskrit word is shorter. So there is a concept of Purusha and Prakriti. It sounds hard, but it's not. You will see. Purusha. Purusha is it means city of senses. In translation, or you can also find another translations for that, but let's stick with that. It's easy to understand, especially for our purpose here. So Purusha is the highest intelligence what exists, and it exists and lives in the city of senses. Now, what is the city of senses? Where it is? Well, the city of senses in this meaning, because all these old texts are in the metaphors, is our body. It is our body. Our body is city of senses. We have a lot of senses, right? You can hear, you can smell, you can taste, and so on. You can see, and so on. But it's not only that. There are also 9 gates for women, plus 3 more. 7 of these gates are in the head or on the head. It is ears, eyes, nostrils, and mouth. Then another 2 are the anus and the urinary opening. And for women, we have 3 more, which are the nipples and vagina. This is the city of senses. This is where this pure highest intelligence lives. Isn't that amazing? This higher intelligence is not active in creation, in manifestation. It is pure transcendental state of being, and that is something what you can of course achieve. There are a lot of techniques how to transcend. There is also the highest, the best one is transcendental meditation. So if you are interested in learning more of the ancient style of meditations, in order to balance yourself and get higher states of consciousness, the transcendental meditation, the founder of that, or not founder, I think he doesn't like to say that, but it's done by Mahesh Yogi. So if you're interested in transcendental state of consciousness and above, that is where you want to go. And it is also known as the male energy. Male energy. Um, Male energy means we all have female and male energy. I, as a woman, I have my male and female energy. You as a woman, you have the male energy too, or if you're a man, you have your female energy too. It's plus minus yin yang, right? So it's nothing like being more masculine or being more feminine. It is the male energy in you which helps you, which actually holds and gives the space and time for your creative feminine energy to create. It is the energy which keeps you calm and centered when there is the chaos all around you, and you just don't know, you're just starting to feel that you are lost in everything. If your male energy is healthy and strong, you will put yourself, step back and put yourself in the center and calm down and be witnessing and not be participating in the chaos. This is just a brief explanation of male energy. It also delivers. When your female energy commands, orders, the male energy is the one who delivers, and so on and so on. So, but this is not now important. Now important is to understand it is your energy, it is the transcendental state of being, and it's part of cosmos, right? That is what we have in our body. That's in Sanskrit it's called Purusha, or it is higher. It's a higher intelligence, pure high, the highest intelligence, pure and the most powerful healing energy, and it's a transcendental state of being. That is Purusha. Now, the Prakriti, as you probably already detected, this is your female energy. It is a creative energy. It is a primal will. It has some shape. It has a color that Purusha, your male energy, doesn't have. Prakriti does it, and it commands. It says what it wants, what it desires, and it happens. That is why Purusha and Prakriti are connecting for the purpose of creation. So that is the female male energy in the body. Now, okay, female energy. So they are connecting together. Yeah. So far so good, I hope. All right. Now, for Prakriti, for the female energy, to be able to manifest anything, if it's up there in the cosmos or here on the down, because as you maybe you know that what exists up there exists down there, and what is down there, what exists down there exists up there. It can't be that something exists just here and not above. It can be, because we as a human beings, we are microcosm of the universe, and universe is a macrocosm. So whatever is above is down. So if you think like, okay, so you want to tell me that there is something like cosmic anger or whatever, right? The answer is yes, it is. It is. Because it just can't. If you think about it, if you want to engage your logical mind, it wouldn't make any sense. Because if we are the part of God, part of creation, if we are part of or we are the universe, then everything what is there must be here too. And obviously, we can experience something which doesn't exist, right? That is with the desires, with the dreams, I mean, your dreams, like not while you are sleeping, but what you want to achieve in this life or whatever you want, right? You decide that everything already exists, that everything is there. Otherwise, it wouldn't, how you would be able to imagine it, how you would be able to feel it, how would you be able to desire it? It doesn't make any sense, right? So, in order for Prakriti, for the female energy to manifest, to be manifested also up there, right? She needs the male energy. She needs this pure transcendental being. She needs this consciousness, because with his presence, she is starting to be aware, or consciously aware, or aware of consciousness. But without him, she wouldn't be able to be aware, start to be aware, start to be conscious of it. And this process of being aware of self is called, let's do it like this, it's called Mahat. It's called Mahat. How this is in the physical body, because it is present in our physical body, it is the intelligence of your cells, the pure intelligence of your cells, the communication between the cells with an order. It knows what it must be done. So, for example, our bone cells, they know which kind of minerals they need, and they take it. That's the intelligence. They are also communicating. The cells are communicating. That is also part of this pure intelligence. Now, what happens next is something incredible is manifested, is created, and that is called, let's do it like this, ahamkara. In another word, ahamkara means ego. You can put it like this, ego. Okay? But this is not in the sense of we understand ego in a very negative way, right? When we are in the spirituality, we want to surpass the ego, or someone even says kill the ego, or transcend the ego, and so on. But it's not only that. It is the feeling of I am, the feeling of self, the ability to differentiate. Because without that, without this I am, this sense of self with little s, the sense of self, you wouldn't be able to have a human experience, human life experience. And of course, we are living in the polarity, so of course there's a positive aspect, negative aspect of the ego, and we are experiencing the negative aspect of the ego, because we are full of conditioning and negative beliefs and limitations and traumas, which everything is presenting in the ego. That is what you feel, how you think. It's connected, of course, but it's important to also love and accept this part of yourself, because without it you wouldn't experience the beautiful flower or the sun or another friend of yours or the bird, because without that you would see yourself and experience yourself as everything. The ahamkar, the ego, no, the self is possibility for us to differentiate and also see ourselves, experience ourselves as a human being. And what we want to achieve is to, let's say, balance, heal our wounded ego. We don't want to kill it, of course. We want to balance it. We want to heal it. We want to grow with it. Because now another beautiful thing about it is that ego is like it's creating like a bubble of consciousness. That is what we, let's say, okay? And the self is in the middle, or circuit, if you want circuit, because let's say it's the circuit, or bubble, if you want, consciousness. And the ahamka, the self, is in the middle, and that is what we are experiencing. That is our limitation also. Now depends on the quality of the center. That's why I already have touched it, right? So you can see in many people, or in every person, the quality of their consciousness, and it's kind of connected to the quality of their center, of their self, of their ego. You can experience, how it is to be in the presence of someone who is very selfish, but selfish in the negative way. How it is being in the presence, even let's say in the online, or in the presence of someone who is very loving, who wants to help. You can sense the difference, right? And that is the quality of the self, of the center of that. Now, what other thing is happening is there is something else created. Rajas, tamas. Three important gunas. And here you want to learn and remember those three words, because they are used a lot, and we will use it also later on a lot. It is sattva, rajas, and tamas. Now, what is sattva? Sattva is a pure energy of light. You can also hear, maybe you heard, the sattvic way of life. That's based on sattvic style, sattvic living, which means eating mainly food which is sattvic quality. So it will, because these three gunas are affecting your body and mind. So you can see the quality of the mind, or differentiate the quality of the mind. If the mind is sattvic, if the mind is rajasic, if the mind is tamasic. And it will, of course, affect your thinking, your beliefs, and your physical body as well. Sattva is pure essence of light. It's also awareness, or called also observer, which is I am observer. We will cover that too. That is sattva. So it's purity, it's love, it's faith. That is guna sattva. Then rajas, as you see on the picture, it's a movement. It's a quality of movement. It's also change, excitement. In the cosmos, it is atmosphere. In sattva in cosmos is the huge pure space. Rajas in cosmos is atmosphere, and tamas, this like full, it's the darkness. It's or also it's destruction. It's stability, no movement. So let's say, what are the qualities of the mind? The tamasic mind is dull. Did you ever have you ever met person who feel like it's dull, like lazy? That is just tamas quality in the body, in the mind. And we will cover also doshas, which are energies which are as well influencing body and mind, and we will see how it is connected and how we want to balance them, and how we can affect them too. So you see, tamas is this dullness in the body, in the mind, mainly, like, don't believe, and like, if nothing matters, nothing makes sense, I don't care, like, this couch potato kind of thing. That's tamas. Rajas, it's a movement, so movement in the body, movement in the mind. That's like, let's do this. Right? That's a rajasic mind. Now, interesting fact is that sattva and tamas are not movable. Only what is movable guna is the rajas. And now, if that is moves here or there, here it creates an organic universe, and here, if it moves to tamas, or moves to tamas, it creates anorganic universe. And here we are talking about five senses and five actions. So that is that we can hear, feel, taste, see, and so on, right? And actions, that is that we can walk, we can grasp something, we can think as well, thinking as well. It's coming here. And reproduction, we can have kids and continue. That is here. That is what happens from sattva. So you see, we are slowly getting into our core, what we are going to learn. But I want you to know and understand this picture, because that is how we are, how we function. And I think for me it was like, wow, literally. That is how you see how the what is above is down, and your energy, and how it works and how it is created. And if you already know that sattva is connected with five senses, and if you are starting experience, or started, or you do experience some problem with five senses or five actions, you can walk, you can eliminate, you can reproduce. That means that the sattva here is not in balance. It means your sattvic quality in the body and mind is not in the right quality or quantity, or there is something you should do to balance it back. Now, from tamas, from rajas coming to tamas, becomes the anorganic universe. This the taste, the smell, the sound, touch, and so on. So, I hope that this picture, this explanation, help you to understand how amazing you are. If you think about it, that the female male energy, what exists up there, what created this beautiful universe, is within us. Like, there are literally no limits. There are only limits we are putting on ourselves. And when you start realizing that more and more, you will start seeing yourself more and more as a divine being, which you are. But we are starting like remembering it more and more, and that's the beauty what we have here, and beauty of us, our bodies, our minds, our energies. So it gives me this feeling of this gratitude and humbleness, how powerful I am. And I hope that was my intention for you to also feel it and see it. We also engage a little bit of the logic, which is the let's say an enemy number one in evolution. And I also hope that you understand the concept of ego, that is not something only bad, that means that is some block, some trauma which is affecting negatively the self. And you also see the beauty and importance of having the ego. So I don't want you to hate your ego, because in that meaning you hate yourself. And that is what we don't want to do. We want to accept our ego. And in the moment when we do that, there's some change will start happening. And that is it is the first part of today's video. And I let me know, please. I'm curious how this was. Well, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about yourself now? And let us continue. Now, as we were saying, what is up is down, what is down is up. We need to talk also about 5 elements. 5 elements are present in the universe, right? We all know the 5 elements. It's earth, air, fire, water, and ether. So 5 elements are up in the universe, and of course also in the body. And for the let's say, to make it more simple, the ancient rishis made this into the three energies. So certain combinations which are creating 3 energies in our bodies. And that is what we need to know. That is what you need to understand. Because from now on, we will use those terms. And those energies are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Vata is a combination of ether and air. So it's an airy element in our body, in our mind, and everywhere else. In the food, in the air, actually, right? That's Vata. Vata is presented everywhere. For example, in the apple. Because of Vata, apple is like you when you bite it, it's like crunchy. Like it makes this crunch sound. That's Vata. We will also cover qualities as well, because I just touched it, so it came to my mind. It has the qualities, but let's wait a little bit. So that's Vata, combination of air and ether. Now Pitta is a combination of fire and water, a little bit more fiery, less watery, but the water element is there too. And Kapha is a water and earth element. So it's like, if you imagine water and earth, what it does, mud, it's heavy, right? So that's Kapha. But it's in the matter of body is Kapha makes everything stick together, right? It's also the like the muscles, because it's watery. Water is Kapha as well in your body. The water, it's I just forgot the name, but the water in which is, or the liquid, not water, sorry, the liquid which is here in the head, around the brain, that's Kapha too. Our fat is Kapha too. So we are slowly starting understanding and learning about those qualities, which is necessary and will be important for us to understand and go further and deeper into the knowledge and see how these qualities are affecting the body, mind, and spirit. And without without understanding properly, we can't be able to balance them or to heal it, or to upgrade, because if you don't know what is it, how you can do it, right? So please pay attention here, and if you please also make some notes, and please remember those terms vata pitta kapha, because we from now on we are really going to use them. Now let's go a little bit deeper into what vata kapha and pitta is. So vata, because it's the air and ether, you may probably know or feel it's like a movement. Everything what is moving in our body is vata quality, vata element. So thinking, linking, heartbeat, it's vata. Elimination, vata. Movement in the colon, vata. Movement of the blood, vata. When we are when, or let's say when our vata is in a place, it's in harmony, it gives this feeling of creativity and harmony. And if it is not, then it creates a feeling of fear, anxiety, worries, doubts, and from the sicknesses, it can be, for example, Parkinson, abnormal movements in the body. So it can be like this eye. How is it called? When it is doing this. So that is um, when you see and you experience your vata is aggravated. We will also talk about there are 6 stages of when these doshas are coming from their place and creating illness. But that's for a bit later. I just want you to know that in the first 2 stages, we can heal that ourselves at home. And that is what is will happen in this workshop, to help you to find out which state you may be and how to balance it back, how to balance your mind and your body back, so you are living in the happy, healthy, and successful life. That is all you need. Balance your doshas. Now let's continue. Kapha. Kapha is, as I already said, is everything what makes us makes the body be together. When it is in harmony, it is feeling this love. It's love basically. Kapha is love quality, love energy. Not laugh, like love, like true love, forgiveness, compassion. If the kapha is imbalanced, it can create this feeling of possessiveness, for example, or selfishness, this negative way of selfishness. That is when it comes into mind, and in the body, it's when the mucus grows, for example. So runny nose, but you don't have to have runny nose. Maybe you experience when you wake up in the morning that your nose is full, for example. So that says that there is, especially Tarpaka kapha, is more. But we will go through that as well, and also how you can balance it. And the vata, pitta is is a fiery element in the body, and it's everything what is transformative. Metabolism, digestion, basically this is the most important you need to know for now about what pitta is. It's a fiery element. It creates digestion, but not only of our food. As we will go deeper, you will see that digestion is not only about food, but it's also about your senses, what you see, what you hear, what you experience, how you think, everything that must be, or it is, digested. And therefore, we need to have our digestive fire in a good shape so we can digest all of this. You may experience, for example, that there is something happened, and you are in your past, and you are playing it in your mind again and again, and why it happened to me, and so on and so on. That is the digestion outside of the digesting of food, what I'm talking about. So a part of that, also this is when we will talk about digestion and agni, which is digestive fire, and it's how it works and how we can build it up and maintain it. So that is why it will be that much important, and that is why we will also focus a lot on food. Now let's go to qualities. So what are the qualities of vata? For now, what you need to know: dry, cold, movable, light, but also like transparent. So what kind of food has these qualities? What kind of food is dry, light? For example, chips or popcorn. This is dry and light, right? So, for example, when you experience some anxiety, fear, worries, or doubts, these are the qualities you want to avoid. Interesting enough is, now it depends on the stages where the vata imbalance is at, right? So if it is early stage, your body is intelligent, is still functioning on 100% or good amount, and it tells you, okay, I am experiencing vata gravitation in my body, so I don't want this food. But there is also a stage when the vata is too much out of balance, when it will want you to take this food, when you will feel this even maybe craving for the chips or for the popcorn or for cold food or cold drinks, because it will help the vata to be more and more in balance. So therefore, it's so crucial to know all about this vata pitta kapha, because as you start seeing, it is affecting and how it is affecting our mind and body. Now, what you can also do outside of the food for vata balancing is using being warm. Be warm. So definitely, when you go out in the winter or now in the summer, cover your head for sure, or have warm bath, warm food, warm drinks. When I'm talking about warm drinks, I'm talking about the temperature which is body temperature and higher. So yes, even water. We do not want to drink cold water. We want to drink warm water. And I know then you might be like, what? No, that's disgusting. I had this reaction too. And I was like, okay, if I had like warm water, I will go run to toilet or something like that. But if you do, that's a good sign because it's cleansing. But you don't have to worry about that. I guarantee you, you will start drinking warm water. You don't have to start with very warm water, but just warm. Start slowly for yourself, and I guarantee you, your body, it will feel amazing. It will feel great, especially when you are experiencing vata imbalance in your body and mind. The warm water is what you want, not nothing cold. Nothing cold. Coldish is more for pitta, but for vata and kapha, we need warm for sure. So make sure you take warm food, you drink warm beverages, and if you feel like okay the warm water is disgusting, okay then put some maybe a lemon, little bit lemon in it as well. But not really too regularly because then we are also working on pitta, and if your pitta is high, it's not good. But you don't have to now like what? It's too much. No, you want to focus on what feels good, how your body feels good, what is the reaction in longer term. Not you don't have to experience something good at the first time because the imbalance will not like it, right? Uh, but give it a try. Give it a try. Another beautiful thing what you can do, and not only for vata but in general, but it's great for vata balancing, is an abhyanga. This is what you can do at home. An abhyanga is basically it's an expression of self-love, and it is by the way, expression of self-love is great when you feel the fear, the doubt, like I can't do it, I can't launch this program, or I can't charge this money. I have the pull, I have the feeling, I have the call of my soul, like yes, do this, but my fear is strong, right? So this is vata, and what do you want to do? So vata is cold, and this is a cold quality. It's figured out worries. So how you want to balance it is with the opposite quality, right? And that is warmth. And what is more warm than love? To give yourself self-love, compassion, and one of these this expression of self-love is doing an abhyanga, which is a self massage kind of. It's not like deep massage. It's taking an oil, warm oil, especially good for Vata and Kapha people. You don't worry, will let you know for yourself. It's good to sesame oil for Pitta. Maybe can be more like a coconut oil. But the sesame oil helps for Vata very much, unless you are allergic. If you're allergic, then use another oil. Coconut oil is universal. I've been using it with my clients for years. Also, myself, I had no problems whatsoever, except when I was doing the treatments, the massage treatments for my clients, therapies. I used it a lot, sometimes 5 people a day or so. Then I started feeling like my skin is drying out. Therefore, it's recommended more for not for vata people or for vata imbalance, because in the big quality it can start drying you, which is contra what you want. But if you're not allergic to sesame, or you just try a little bit on your skin and see, then sesame is great. So what you do, you basically take a warm vata oil and then you start applying downwards on your body for like 20 minutes. It will take. Then you go into warm bath, you stay there, and you enjoy your body doing its work. Because what's happening is, in that moment of abhyanga, is the toxins from the body are coming out. they're in the oil. And when you go into the warm bath, you are helping this process of releasing of toxins. But not only that, it's moisturizing and nourishing your skin, your actually the dhatus, which we'll talk about a bit later, which is bodily tissues, your skin, your bones, your nervous system, but also your digestion. It's putting everything in order. So that's amazing thing what you can do, not only for Vata, but in general. You can do it every day if you want, or you can do it a couple of times per week. In winter season, Vata season, it's recommended to do it more. In summer season, especially if you're Pitta, you may want to eat less. But again, we focus more on your body, what feels good to you. I'm giving you ideas, I'm giving you guidance, but in the end, I want you to don't just blindly follow, but also follow your intuition, which will grow more and more by through our workshop together and through applying what you are learning. So you will feel and you will know what is good for you. Maybe you will see, okay, I can do Vata once per week, or I can do it every day. And then you will start seeing, okay, now I feel like I am moisturized enough. I can do it every second day, for example. Or, this Ayurveda and what I'm going to do and help you with is individual based. Individual based. So, whenever you will come across Ayurveda, and when you will also start doing things for yourself, you will notice that we approach every person being as unique and individually. So even if I have two people here with Vata imbalance, I might need to treat them differently, because Vata imbalance of Jennifer or Vata imbalance of Bob, both of them will be different. So they both will need slightly different treatments. It's possible. So that is also beauty here. It works with your individual constitution of your body and your mind. So there's nothing like there are things like which are in general good, but our approach and my approach and how I have been approached is purely individual. So uh, you will see that also if you are my client or you will want to be my client in the end, that the approach will be different. I work on different bases. I don't want you to follow me blindly. I will not all the time tell you what to do. Of course, I will tell you what you can do, but in the end, I want you to feel and see for yourself how exactly it is good for you. So even even my coaching and personal treatments are based on that. And approximately in the half of our workshop, I will invite you to join me in a person workshop, person retreat for a week, where I will teach you and do the Abhyanga for you. I will also cook a couple of meals for you and teach you that as well, which will be balancing and harmonizing and nourishing and will be good for feeling good for body, mind, and your soul, your spirit. And also coaching you there in person with homeworks, and I will just not spoil more, but that is just for you to know that if you will see that you love this and you like that and you want to go more and deeper and you want to experience more, that we can do in our coaching programs or in person as well. So that is for today, like, let's say, introduction into a workshop, to a homework for today till next time, and that will be connected with the female and male energy. Here I want you to sit for a bit, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, calm yourself down, ground yourself. And I want you to acknowledge the Purusha and Prakriti concept, the female and male energy. Ask yourself, how am I supporting myself? How am I giving myself enough time and space? Do I believe in myself? Do I believe in the power what I have in to order, to command? Because that's the nature of healthy feminine energy. She commands, but not in this nasty way. It means when she desires something, when she feels the soul's desire for example, offering a program about XYZ, which will help maybe women, men, couples to do XYZ or achieve XYZ, then you do it. You know you will make it happen. You know you have everything you need for that. Do you believe in that? Do you believe that you are powerful or not? Or not? Or do you experience yourself as powerless or lost? And if you do, then ask yourself, why? Why am I feeling powerless? Why I don't believe? And that will bring you here into your bubble of consciousness, into the center, into your ego, and recover the wounds. What happened? Why? Why you have this limiting belief about yourself? And that is where the shadow work starts. So the next step, I want you to sit when you realize that and accept with love this trauma. You may ask yourself, what is the learning in this? Why it happened? What I'm supposed to learn? Because in this way, the acceptance, first when you start accepting it, that's the first step of releasing it. And when you understand why it happened, what it should teach you, what you was supposed to learn, then you will transcend it. You will release it. Maybe it will need a couple of more times, depends how deep it is, how old it is. If it's current, that you may need just one session together, alone, or you may try to do it a couple of more times. And if you feel like you want my support, my help, we can have definitely a session together, hour to hour 15, whatever you will need for that session, so we can help you to release it. And not only that, but you will also see the process, and you can then do it for yourself, or we can do it together. So if you feel like you want some help in that, contact me, and we can schedule our coaching releasing session, guiding session for that too. So that's everything for today. And I will see you in a couple of days. Thursday. Thursday, I will release another video for you. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed and have a great day. See you.